Volunteer to call. This is the topic around which I'm going to talk today. My name is Prabhu Swaminathan, the founder and the Chief Heart Officer of AFMOI, the brand AFMOI, which is purpose-driven, impacting close to 8,500 students across 13 districts in the last 3.5 years. Volunteer to call. Friends, let me tell you, the trigger for this topic came from one of the discussion which was going on in my WhatsApp group. Somebody just responded to a general message. They said, if somebody has a pain, they will call you. You don't have to call them. I just thought there is a complete disconnect, and this is a complete misfit for a scenario like this and for a country like India. And I'm sure everybody will know this country has 3 different extremes of people. The super rich, the BPL, and somebody who's caught in between, the middle class. Super rich and the below poverty line have their own challenges. I'm not discounting it. But today, let me tell you, my dear friends, a pandemic like a scenario for the last 6 months have impacted this middle class so much. I am in this recruitment industry with due respects to the experience of people in the other industry. Let me tell you, in my 2 decades of my experience, I have never seen so many emails, so many CVs, so many messages in my LinkedIn, starting from 6,000 rupees per month to 2.5 to 3 crores annum, people who have lost their jobs. Understand the psychology of the middle class, my dear friends. They have never gone ahead to the next door neighbors and asked for rice, asked for sugar every day. What has been driving them? What has maintained their prestige? What has maintained their status quo is a monthly salary. If that has been cut mercilessly because of layoffs, if that has been slashed mercilessly because of unfortunate scenario, you expect them to call you and then ask, give me rice and give me sugar and give me 500 rupees per day? And that expectation, according to me, if I have to be harsh, it is inhuman, my dear friends. Friends, we are all talking about technology. We are all talking about a lot of, benefits and the pros and cons of technology. Pick up the phone, my dear friends, at this point in time. And it could be anybody in your family. It could be anybody in your social circle. If you have a job, first thank for it. And just pick up the call. If you have some kind of a support which you can do for the members, your family members who are 300, 400, 500 kilometers, with whom you haven't even spoken, just call them and then say, hi, how are you? Is everything okay? And if there is any help that I can do, if you are ready to do and if you are comfortable to do. And don't expect them to call and then say, that they will volunteer to you and then say that, I don't have a job, so why don't you help me out for this month? It's not going to happen initially. You want them to go to that extreme and then call you back? Please, this is the time. This is the time for the humanity to flourish. This is the time for the technology to enable that humanity to flourish. Understand the psychology of middle class, my dear friends. They don't volunteer to call you and then ask for help, at least in the initial stages. Please do that. It's my request. If you have friends, if you have relatives, don't expect them to, open up their discomfort and then you can support. No. I personally know friends, I personally know entrepreneurs who are thinking about selling their car, who are thinking about selling their dream car which they have bought to pay their employees, to pay their monthly expenses. There are people like that. Your simple call can probably make that impact in their life. Right? So pick up the phone. Just make a call. Volunteer to call. And make that small difference in the life of the middle class people. Prabhu Swaminathan, www.afmoi.in. Thank you so much.